I get so much inspiration from what I see, but I should be looking at you instead. Yeah. My name is Innocent from Mwanza, Tanzania.
Gonga uone, gonga! We mshenzi nini? Rudi nyuma huko. Rudi nyuma. Gonga! Gonga! Gonga!
Rządzi się.
I tell him knock it, because these people, just because they have large cars, I have to go back, and actually I'm in the right place, and there's a car behind me. Like, big rain.
Yes.
So this is Somaliland. You know, finally you're here. I'm so excited to show you all around. You know, it's an exciting journey. But I really give you a little caution here. For you to see this place clearly, you must have a ton of imaginative thoughts, and you're a filmmaker, so I believe you have. You have to see things you cannot see. Yeah. So can you see this beautiful space here?
Yes.
Okay.
With the plants and lights.
Yeah. So this place is designed for fun, because one of the biggest problems that we had in the old Soma was that every place was a factory. So that anytime there's TV on, there's any luxury thing you want, you can chat, you can make your calls. All the food will be eaten here, and like all the visitors will come here, and you'll be looking at this beautiful garden. So you should really see this garden as beautiful as possible. Like, can you see it like maybe 5 months later, you know, like something like that. Yeah. And all the team will be in here, and there'll be a lot of fresh air, like circulating here and all that. So it's our lazy place. So welcome to the lazy place.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is Soma?
So it's my company that works with manufacturing bags, apparels. No, it manufactures bags and poly.
Dziarski Michał, człowiek sukcesu. Witam.
Oh, 37?
Man, I am so proud of you. Like, I can see for the first time that there is actually the space to work.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of you stealing my boxes.
Yeah.
but there is just enough space. Like, you can breathe.
Yeah, it's different, right? Like,
absolutely.
Old Soma is our old factory, and this was not made to be a factory. You know, it was a home, and this is where actually I started seeing myself. And then, after some time, the factory was growing in a tiny, tiny space. Yeah, and then we were really stuck, and it was lots of challenges.
What do you feel when you look at that?
At my team?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, I love my team, you know, like they're the most amazing people. Look what we built. Can you imagine? Like, it's impossible. Like for many people here, but look at these guys, they have worked so hard. Yeah.
There were no windows, there was still this idea. And now, like, even if you look at this place, this is flat terrain. You have no idea how much work it was to make it flat like that. Like, because Mwanza is hilly and it's full of rocks, and they had to crush the rocks, like burn the rocks with the fire, knock it down with a pickaxe, crush into smaller pieces, transport it out, bring a lot of cement, a lot of sand. I am proud of this guy. He has witnessed so much trouble. Like, people were stealing from him. Like a truck that was coming to Somaliland almost fell down on the side because the rock is shit. The road is shit. So I can see his commitment and his crazy idea to move a factory to this place where there's nothing here, and he is building something. Get out of the
It's a kitchen with a view, okay? Yeah. Ignore this wire that we put. This is only to stop mosquitoes for a while, but actually,
it's working.
yeah, we are going to put a glass here. Yeah. So then we remove this and the glass, and then you could always see the view of the lake from here. Yeah. So as you can see, we are still not yet ready for for the bigger kitchen.
Man, the previous kitchen, it was fun.
Water recycling system. So what we do is that we get water from the lake and it comes to that big tank as a reserve, and then it comes here, and then that is washing tank 1, and after that washing tank 2, and then this water will be passing through a system that will filter out the cement particles from water. So there will be clean water and the cement particles on the other side. And now even the cement companies are already willing to buy the cement particles that remain, because with this working full force, we will be collecting up to 2 tons every month. So it's another also stream of income to us, but also a really good thank you to the environment, or from the environment. Yeah. We would never need or have this room without Pole Pole, because before we didn't really need any kind of quality check, or like, because we just made and it's just finishing, and then it goes straight to the market. The garden, okay? And I have to tell you about this special plant. This is a special plant. You can smell it a little bit.
It's like perfume.
Yes, but this is not a perfume. This is a very highly effective mosquito repellent. So I'm going to plant a lot of these here so that it will repel all the mosquitoes around here. Yeah. So this will signify the 2 parts.
Where's your home?
We will go home. I live in a tent, okay? My life is a little different. So I live in just a tent, and it's just near by the lake. I love the shade in here, guys. So I have this. Like, if somebody tells me, what do you have in your life? I'll say I have a beautiful home that is calm, peaceful, you know, with very fresh air from the lake. Yeah, every day I will always come and sleep here. Yeah. It's a choice, of course. I love living in a tent. I love this kind of life. I naturally develop a habit that when I go to sleep every day, I take off all of my clothes. So I sleep completely without any of my clothing. And I do this because when I sleep like that, without my phone, without anything, I just sleep. So it's just me and asleep. It teaches me 2 important things. That if I sleep without having anything to me, I'll sleep because I will have nothing to lose. It helps me to sleep in like very peacefully, you know, like because if I die or anything happens to me in this night, then I didn't lose anything. It's just me, right? Like when I wake up in the morning, I celebrate the fact that actually I made it to the next day and I have a chance to do everything all over again. So it's a very rare chance to many people. Like if you imagine when you wake up in the morning, how many people didn't make it, you will really learn the value of the fact that you actually woke up. Just keep quiet and listen. Because now the sun is hot, all the birds have disappeared. But in the morning when I wake up, like these noises of birds is everywhere, and you got to wake up. Like, yeah.
I'm avoiding all the sheep.
No more. Enjoy it.
I believe it may be possible, but it must be, you must be 100% sure.
Unaweza kutomolewa vichwa, kama vikanunuliwa vichwa.
Asante sana kwa hii taarifa jamani. Niko na timu yote tuliokuja nao Dar es Salaam, yani asante sana. We won the total. What? Yes. I just got a call right now, man. Tumeshinda tuzo ya total, nimepigiwa simu. Ni siku nzuri, au sio? Wale mlioomba jamani.
On teraz do Francji pojedzie i będzie wszystko za darmo.
So they award the best startup business in Tanzania.
Ooh,
And
congratulations!
this guy is the best.
Congratulations!
Yeah. Okay. This is one more reason the flowers blossomed.
Yeah.
In Tanzania, people look down on people that work in factories like this, like Soma, like people sitting in the sewing machine. They're always looked at as the failed people, like people who failed in their secondary education. They could not go to high school and then get to university and have a degree and become educated. So they fail and then they go to vocational training and develop this kind of skills. But I think you've seen for yourself the people we have there. We talked with them and we showed them, and then they made you happy next day because they made something that was like, wow, this is amazing. Most people cannot do that. It's a very important part of life is understanding, is getting the skills also. Yeah. So there are basic skills of life, and then there's education, which is basically a piece of paper. Let me give you an example, you know. It will be easy to use a very expensive plastic material to make a backpack. But if somebody chooses to go in the street and take some trash and use it to make a bag, and it gives the same exact quality and the same exact satisfaction, this is already have moved the world into a better place. The guy just called me. He's a journalist from the Citizen magazine. Yeah, it's East African magazine, and they want to come and cover our story.
Because of the contest?
Yes, but
this magazine, like 7 years ago, covered our story when I had one machine, like I was making like 80 bags a month. So now I think they had something and they want to be the first.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but it's exciting. It's too overwhelming. You understand? Yeah. Do you understand this? I have a lot of work. Like, you understand my life, and then I have to sit there. I have to
have time to talk to people.
Yes, this is the problem because I have to talk to them. You know, I have to be nice. And at the same time, actually, I'm in a very rush hour. I need to travel to Dar es Salaam. I might travel to. I don't know. He just wanted to hear from me, so I told him, and he will get back to me and suggest this kind of stuff. Yeah.
I need to press these 4 buttons.
How many seconds?
8,
9.
7. Shit, you cannot count. Okay. Bang, 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 bang. It's done.
Woo!
Okay, how many people are on the website? 250.
Look.
270.
Oh wow, it looks so
280.
cool. That's
Okay,
it.
280. Look, look, look. First orders just came in. It looks like there's 6 orders. Oh, this one. Listen to this.
Your hands are shaking.
Of course. Oh, 65 orders already.
Wow.
Look,
There we go.
they are buying from here. 65 orders in how many seconds? I don't know, like 20. Look. Oh, somebody bought from Florida.
This is the United States.
Yeah, Miami, United States. 500 zlotys.
What?
166 orders. 181 zamówień już w pierwszej minucie. No, już z Florydy nawet ktoś zamówił.
Go.
No.
184. Okay, that's interesting.
204 zamówienia. Jesteś tam w ogóle?
No to pięknie.
No,
Co?
jesteś tam.
Jestem.
Ciągle mi tu buczy ten telefon, kurde. No.
Shit. How can I take them out?
Why do you need to take them out?
I'm not in a second invention of Corona project. Hey man, come out! Go out! Out! Okay. My new war is about bats.
That they are gonna make your home, make them home here?
Yes, and there will be too many. I don't want them. Unless I become a Batman. 2 of them here. Oh, wait. So Total, they finally sent me invitation.
Who?
Total. It's Hyatt Regency. You know Hyatt Regency?
Yeah.
I've never been to this hotel because it's so fucking expensive and I never go to this kind of hotels.
Innocent, this is from the competition invitation, the
Yes.
thing you won?
Yes. Yes. They are going to give me this huge piece of paper, piece of card, written, "You won 20 million shillings," and you know it's a good time because after this there will be a lot of journalists coming to me and talking to me like, "Hey, so tell us, how do you feel right now?" I will tell them I feel so horny right now. Will that be an offense? Like, come on.
I'm sure nobody expects that answer, so it may be viral.
Wait, listen. They said you can come only to, and it's in the evening.
Yeah. What do you mean?
It's just French, you know. It's like you can come with your partner, or this is
isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's quite normal for Europe.
But am I attending a marriage? Or like attending some events? So I have to pick someone because there's plenty of food. I will tell you what they expect. I get into a plane, you know, with this nice suity, like really cool clothing, and I get there, you know, with a perfume, you know, like, but I'm not this kind of person. It's not me completely. Like, I will just dress my normal trouser and shirt. Do you think that would be offensive? Because I'm not planning to buy anything new, and all my clothes are at least 3 years old.
Do you ever dress up for a new occasion in a suit and perfume?
I'm too shy for that. It's always my team forces me to do this. I know at some point they'll tell me like, okay, do you have clothes to wear? Because they know I will fuck up, and this will fuck up them because they need to like also show to their friends like, oh, you see, we won this award, and they'll be like, who is that? You know.
You have to look serious, you mean, in that kind of occasions?
I need to be a little smart. I'm never smart. This is my problem. I will need to be a smart boy. I mean, not smart here, but smart, you know. It's French. It's France, you know, you better be... I don't know the French word, but there's a word they add when they act like...
This is so stressful.
No, I can see in the mirror.
Okay.
Ngoja nishuke. Hapa sio hata ni. Sit here and double hazards. And you say like, my car is a problem. If somebody...
I should come here to sit?
Yes. Just pass.
Miziu, możesz to zrobić, ja nie potrafię kłamać.
Możesz za nim leźć.
I think we park. Go this way. Go this way.
Which way? Right?
This way, yes. How do you like this?
It's nice.
With the dark blue. I could wear a suit, you know, with Jordan. They want me to have suit, okay?
How do you know?
I have no choice. I talk to them. They write to me that it's a corporate shit. Okay. Oh, I like this shell. Emma. I just saw that this lady. That child is a boy, and she dressed him with girls' clothes.
So what?
He should wear some boys' clothes. I'm asking for Pole Pole. Mr. Pole Pole. I'm asking for the donation of your leftover kitenge so I can make a cloth for this boy. Yes? Okay. There are some misconceptions about Tanzania. And these kind of misconceptions are about First of all, the fact that life is so hard. Like when I talk to many people, they will mostly be like, they feel a lot of pity when they see a house just roofed with grass. Things like that, the poverty that it looks like, it have nothing to do with the level of happiness. Some years ago, I had a girlfriend somewhere else in the world. And when we lived here with her, I mean, she was scared of life here. Like she was scared to come here, and because she thinks that life is very hard here. You can hardly get what you want to eat, or you can get because of electricity, bad infrastructure, all these kind of issues. These are in their head, and they are very scary to people. Like when you hear like, oh, Africa is poor, or Tanzania's economy is a third world country. This concept itself, it carries a lot of stereotypes. So when my girlfriend was in Tanzania with me, like despite of all the fears that she had, she was very relaxed. Life was convenient. She didn't have to hurry. She had a time to breathe. And then it was time now I went to live in Germany, in the city of Berlin. And for the first time, it was wonderful. Like, it's 2008, and it was my first time in Europe, I have never been to a supermarket before. I get in the supermarket, and I was just surprised about, like, wow, there's one side of a shop is just full of different kinds of chocolates. I was overwhelmed. I couldn't know what to buy. And this was so beautiful. I really admired this. Like, because I was like, life here is so easy. Like, you can get whatever you want. You can get to whenever you want at the exactly right time. It's easy to communicate. The buildings are just good there. Everything is convenient. Like, this was my first attempt to this. But actually, like, as the time went, my girlfriend was off from holiday, and she started leaving. And she had 2 jobs, and she was studying as a university student at the university nearby. So she would go to school, and then when she comes, everything was about the time. I could see that she was always nervous that she would be late for something. She would be worried about, like, oh my God, I need to go to work. Oh my God, I'm late for work. And then every day was like that, and this was like a routine. And the first I saw like how everything is fun, but also I saw the cost of making the life that way, which is actually very expensive, because I saw as it costs a lot of people's lives and happiness, and the moment to really actually live a life, like living a life in a sense that you be with yourself and really be you, and just enjoy your own personal, without thinking of like, oh my God, I will need to pay the rent, I will need to hurry for a job, I need to go to this, and I will need to be, and then in the end, when you go out, you will need to look perfect. And it's always like, she'll always ask me like, how do I look, She'll always like dress up and change and do this, It's a little bit different in Tanzania. In Tanzania, people don't really care. Like, it's just about like, okay, if this is comfortable, somebody will wear and go out. Like, except in the cities. I mean, the cities are different, but I'm talking to you about here, about my town.
I don't have to buy now. I can buy coat first. The coat is more important, because this is only I don't have.
You mean jacket?
Jacket, yes. And this will need a better selection, because I must please the French.
What would happen if you would come dressed like you always are? In colorful clothes?
They probably won't say anything, but I just think that it's not necessary to build a negative vibe out there, like, come on. This is how they want to be, and I think I will. I like it too. I prefer to stay natural and comfortable, but these are some occasions, and it's only once, and this is for them, you know, like it's. I'm going to look good for them, so life is not about me all the time. I mean, I don't deserve to get $10,000 from them. I don't deserve that at all. But they choose to give it, and I will respond with making their day, whatever they want. To be good for me.
Why do you think you don't deserve? Wasn't it a competition that you won?
Still, it's a competition, but yes. But I can't say I deserve just because it's a competition.
Well, the rules were that the best wins, and you showed them the most charisma, the most potential. I think that was what makes your child, Soma, deserve winning this. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know, it's just... I think it's a beautiful thing that Total actually does this. I support them for something like this, you know.
You were fixing what?
The car here, what is this? The bumper is just broken, it's all broken because of the road at Soma. Like some of them have huge bags, some of them have a female bag like the porch, see?
Yeah.
And some of them the bag is like broken, too broken. And at Soma we are trying to change this to make sure they have a better quality bags and also good for their sizes, because you know the issue is the sizes. Like a small child carries a huge bag because it's the cheapest they can find, you know. So if they have a good size of the bag that is comfortable for them, this is okay. And that's why like we design bag particularly, like depending on exactly what the child needs, you know.
Our bigger vision is to do as much as possible, as much as we can, to bring a good thing about education. So we are actually a company that's education activists. So our biggest focus is on education, because our country is very, very poor, and it won't help if we raise yet another billionaire. We've seen many people who will work in this country, and when they become rich enough, they can't fit here anymore. They will need to move and live in Europe. But I think I would probably want to be here and transform as much as my life could allow. And you know, grow with people. And the only way to do this is not giving people money, it's actually empowering education. That's why we run programs with reading. That's why we make bags with solar to help kids get access to the light. Because most people think working with Pole Pole is only about, you know, we are making money and maybe we are getting jobs and tenders, and this is good for our company cash flow. But no, actually since Pole Pole come and started working with us, we've actually expanded. We've tested ourselves and see, like, what if Africa becomes, or Tanzania becomes, the next skills or labor bank of the world? What would happen? You know, Pole Pole was a very good test. So I would say that it's about daily improvements of our knowledge and skills and understanding. So this will never, because when we do whatever we do, what we do at Soma, we are actually just helping ourselves. Don't mistake this for like a socialism. No, it's about sustainable way. Like it's about moving forward and, you know, doing some things that could actually impact the world positively, but while it sustains you as well.
Innocent, did you hire a group of gardeners here?
Yes, these are the Soma team. They feel so ashamed to work in a place like this, and I think they just, it's pity. Look at my grass. So we are actually plucking the shitty things from the grass. Really?
Steady, simple. Wind will come through. Currents pour. Beauty of love. Maybe midday through the doorway, taking off my shoes, you run to me, there I hold you. All you will do, accidents will come and though the wind will come through.
I've always been moving. When I was like 1 year old, or moving from one point to another, and I want to tell you that if it was not for some people and their kindness, or like to help and protect some helpless guy, I would never be here. And actually this is true to most human beings, right? I mean, no one will ever make it without other people. But for me, this is very central. To give as much opportunities to other people as much as possible, like as much as possibly can, you know, so that the people will always have that, and they will always help other people. And actually this is the missing thing that we have in our world at the moment. So I'll say my life is about gratitude, yes. Yeah, so this is
eventually at the end, the gratitude.
yes.
So,
I don't know what it means, nothing's what it seems, but I feel gravity is holding me down. It's there for all to see, through dirt and through debris. Everyone is leaving this forsaken town. I lost the scenery, my mind's machinery. Seems like Hollywood is starting to catch fire. Under a starlit sky, I see you and I. In some way it gets me every time. We know just where you come from, we keep on falling. We're as lonely as you are. We know just what it feels like, we're counting dollars. We're as lonely as you are. come from, we keep on falling. We're as lonely as you are. We know just what it feels like. We're counting dollars. We're as lonely as you are. We're as lonely as you are. I drove 1,000,000 miles to make it all worthwhile. Where can you take me? Where do you want me to be? Inside this carousel, it's either hell or hell. And